My name is Michael Wellington. I am the Sprints Hurdles coach at Bishop Alemany High School. And today I'm going to give you a few tips and a few drills to produce better hurdlers at the youth level all the way to the elite level. The better your technique becomes, the more efficient you'll be over the hurdles. So I'm going to give you first 4 points or 4 components of good hurdling. If you teach these 4 components every day in all of your drills, you will produce better hurdles. The first component of good hurdling is a lead arm that punches through the hurdle and does not cross your body. So think of it like this. Pretend you have an imaginary line down your body. Whatever side your lead arm is on, you do not want your lead arm to cross that line, but you want it to push forward through the hurdle. So it doesn't matter if your arm is high, it doesn't matter if it comes forward, it doesn't matter if it's low, but as long as it does not cross that imaginary line in your body. Arms start to cross, that puts us in the danger zone. So you know for every action there's an opposite reaction. So if your arm crosses, opposite reaction is going to open up your arm, which will probably open up your shoulders and your hips, and your hurdling will be all bad. The second component of good hurdling is a lead leg that leads with the knee first. So what that means is when your hurdlers are coming into the hurdle and they go to take off into the hurdle, the first thing you should see is their knee ascend into the hurdle. This is a good lead leg. And you want to make sure that the knee drives higher than the crossbar because it's going to be easier for your hurdlers to clear the hurdle. If the leg swings, we're going to sit on top of the hurdle. We don't want that. We want to stay tall. So make sure that you emphasize in every drill to lead with the knee. The third component of good hurdling is a trail leg that's high, tight to the body, and has a complete rotation back into sprint mechanics. So if you think about it like this, when the trail leg comes off the ground, it should already be tight to the body. It should come high, tight, all the way forward, and then back into sprinting position. We don't want a trail leg that gets away from our body or just hangs behind us because that's going to force us to run slower. We're going to hit hurdles, we may fall. So make sure that you teach your kids that the trail leg needs to be high, tight to the body, complete the rotation all the way forward before it comes down. And then the final component of good hurdling, it just consists of something that all sprinters should be able to do. It's having a dorsiflex toe. And I know at the youth level, you may want to say, point your toe to the sky, something that they can understand. So you want to make sure that your foot is dorsiflexed on your lead leg as well as your trail leg. So I'm going to show you a few drills that emphasize these 4 components. And the more you do these components, the better your hurdlers are going to be, the more confident they're going to become, the faster they're going to run. The first drill are trail leg circles. Now make sure that your athlete's foot isn't behind the hurdle and that they're not opening their hips to pull their leg over the hurdle. Correct that as soon as you see it. Make sure that their foot is in front of the hurdle, they're tall, their hips are forward, and their trail leg is coming high and tight all the way to the front. You also want to make sure that your athletes are performing these drills on both legs to get equal strength in both hips. The next drill is called wall drive. So what you're going to do is set up a hurdle in front of a wall or a fence, and you're going to drive into the hurdle leading with your knee on your lead leg and your lead arm. You're also going to complete this drill on both legs. The emphasis of the rain dance is to drive the knee above the crossbar and then back to the track as quickly as possible. Also complete on both legs. Single leg walkovers, what you're going to do is stay tall you're going to bring one leg all the way to the next hurdle, keeping your toe dorsiflexed, making sure that you're circulating that trail leg all the way back to the front and then to the track. Double leg walkovers. It's almost like you're hurdling, but you're walking over the hurdle. Lead with your knee, trail leg high and tight, all the way back to the track, toe dorsiflexed. Make sure that you complete these drills also on both legs. So lead with both, trail with both. March overs, you're just going to put a little skip over the side of the hurdle. You're going to drive your knee into your chest, take a little break, and then come right back in the opposite direction. If you have a large group, what you can do is have one side go down and then have them go in a circle and go to the other side. Just as I've been emphasizing in the past, make sure that you focus on the 4 components of all hurdling. So for this first drill, you want to make sure with the trail leg, you do not allow it to reach out in front of you, because that's bad. We want everything going down the track. So make sure that when your kid does this drill, their trail leg comes high and tight through and back underneath their body. The second thing is make sure when they lead into the hurdle that they're not barely driving their knee up. They want to segment this hurdle as if they're going over it. So they want to lead with the knee, high knee, to keep them forward. The third thing, make sure that their arms are not crossing their bodies. You know, once their arms cross, they're in the danger zone. So focus on them punching through the hurdle as they lead with the knee. And lastly, make sure that their toes are dorsiflexed on both legs, lead and trail. On these walking drills, make sure that you're focusing on the 4 components of great hurdling. Be active with your arms and make sure that you complete these drills on both sides. Same idea with your lead leg. Lead with the knee, lead with the arm, step over the hurdle, and then get that foot back to the track. With the skipping drills, you still want to emphasize the 4 components. The only difference is it's a little more rhythmic, but it's the same idea. Execute, execute, execute. I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you can take things from it that are going to produce better hurdlers in your program. If you have any questions on any of the drills that you saw in this video, you can always email me at mwellington@alemany.org. Until I see you next time, here is to your success.